Welcome to Lexington, where the sun shines bright literally and figuratively on their old Kentucky home, and the Big Blue Nation ready to get behind these Wildcats in this one. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. And he'll bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Wildcats' return team didn't help matters out much there. And there he is. To this team's fans, he is a heroic figure. He is the guy who can lead them to the promised land.
This guy has been in big games, in big moments, and he's delivered for his football team. It never seems like a situation is just too big for him. This obviously is a huge game. I cannot wait to see this guy compete.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Back to the ground game on the left. Across the 25, he's got room. Nothing but green ahead. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches tonight.
When you reach this point of the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
What a great play by one of their biggest playmakers in the D-line. I can say this personally. I got my first start in college at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was brutal. I think about it and I get PTSD to this day. When you get those types of athletes in a three-point stance rushing the quarterback with that crowd noise.
Oh, picked off. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man downfield. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. And the Tigers in the hurry-up.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
You get 5 sacks in a game the way this defense did last week, and it's going to make your offensive coordinator second-guess himself a little bit with respect to protections. I'm not sure how confident this offense is early in the game because they've already given up a sack.
Wants to throw on second down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Ball in the air, intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Well, really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed, with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
Looking for a crease to the left. Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11.
He's back at the 11-yard line.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. Third and short from inside the 20. Skips away from pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but all this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position. First down here for the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such a great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out.
He's going to let it go. He's got it down the left side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Give that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
They feed him again. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Kentucky! And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Caught near the sideline, it's Orji. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
He's up to 94 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Steps away to find some room. Finds his big tight end. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. And the defense carries the day. They win at the line of scrimmage, and they stuff him on 3rd and inches. Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. Try to get it on the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
And the Wildcats trying to get a touchdown. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Tigers headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, Because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. They're trying to get to it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 28. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Headed to the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
What a weapon this guy is, right? The tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Barrels ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats! Off of the fedora, a hat trick, and we're not even at halftime yet.
Yeah, and these guys get these in high school, man, Little League, but my goodness, to do it at the college level, you already got 3, and it's just the first half. I think he's in for a pretty good day.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Wide open downfield. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. He wants to throw. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Auburn hopes to get War Eagle flying in this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the grab on the left.
And I love working the slot receivers, and you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. 3rd down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an...
Trying to beat the D deep. And he holds it in at the 25. Touchdown, Wildcats. And once he got loose, it was all over. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The run from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. One of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Lexington.
Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me, too.
Auburn to the line in a hurry. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quarterback adapted, trying to make magic with his feet. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
That shows a lot of poise and a lot of experience by that guy there. Not thinking to himself, hey, on third and long, I'm going to have to throw and make a really good throw here to go get this first. Hey, if it's not there, you don't got to force the issue. You're a good enough athlete to go take off and get it yourself with your legs. Beautiful job.
Caught over the middle. It's Orji. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Auburn! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive, maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays. And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Makes his connection. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide out in motion. With jet sweep pass. On his feet at the 40. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet gets...
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. The aerial assault continues. He'll try to do it himself. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Kentucky now operating in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Using his feet to buy time. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
It's complete on the right side. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
And this is why defensive coordinators lose sleep at night. Because guys like this have the football in their hand almost every single play. 3rd down, nothing open. He makes it happen himself. Now set up with a great scoring opportunity with 1st and goal.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Into the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Kentucky! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
He'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. Auburn lines up quickly. Gives it to the back on the draw. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. They've got a 1st and 10 as we're inside a minute to play here in the 3rd. Leaves it with the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Tempo and overdrive. Fast motion from the offense. Pocket starts to collapse. Got his man out of the backfield. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. corners are walked up tight. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They're setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1st down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. They're working that left side. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. A lot of urgency for this offense.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sack.
Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Auburn! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
35, Auburn, 21.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
He'll try the left side. Dances away from one. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down.
Defenses have had their hands full slowing this guy down all season long. It's the speed. It's the open field running ability and vision. That's why he's 2nd in the nation in rushing yards, and that's why he's square in the conversation for the Heisman Trophy.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Touchdown, Kentucky. And they take it in for 6 more points. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff unit about to go to work. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Orji. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Brings up second down.
They'll try to pop the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
They get to him as he throws. That pass not close. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Lost one deep down the right side. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You've got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. Finds his man, it's Lewis. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
And you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Pressure coming. He's going to run it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush. You know it's a pass. You want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a 1st down.
How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass? 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. He's going to pass. Got it set up on the outside. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
They're bringing heat. He'll pull it down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nowhere to go there, and it started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Lets it fly. Makes the grab, and he's got the 1st. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. Let's go. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this